spheres.
Can we get the...
Okay. Yeah, we got to get the bottom part to screw in here, the stake.
Just to show.
This is your 12-inch flocked illuminated metal spheres for $34.99. Your 3 easy payments here are $11.66. Do you see that? At nighttime, what it becomes?
It's amazing.
Cool.
Yeah.
M131425. That is your item number. Do you see what that is? Looks like little paws. All right. But you have a choice. You can get butterfly, flowers, or the paw print. Are we out of the paw print?
Is paw print sold out?
Yeah. Oh, we do have paw print. Okay, we'll show it on .com.
Okay.
So what happens is, obviously, they all look the same like this during the day, but once that sun goes down and they start to illuminate, that's where you can see the butterfly, the flower, and the paw print. Maybe we show all 3 on .com.
So
there
there we go. So there's
that's
the paws,
paw print.
and I think that one's way more limited.
230 left. That's it. Look how pretty that one is. That's the flower.
So those are kind of like those 1960s Doris Day daisies.
Beautiful. And then the butterflies.
Beautiful
Probably
butterflies.
my favorite. All right, we're gonna bring the lights down because these are illuminated. And when you have a chance, bring the stake so we can show what that looks like too. So these are cool.
So these are a 12-inch sphere, and they're made of metal except for the plastic battery box that's hidden at the top. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
So you can use them without the stake in the bottom, or if you want to screw the stake in, that's the only assembly you have. This little stake right here, there's a hole in the bottom, and that'll make it stand up in your mulch bed or something. But we took the stake out so we could show you the pattern on these tables. I know it's hard to see unless it's really, really dark.
Pretty though.
At home at night, you'll see this amazing display. So these work off of 3 AA batteries that are in this little trapdoor compartment at the top. I'll show you real quick. So there's like a little latch.
Yep.
You open this up, you pull this out, this whole little box. You can see there's the Girl Next Door logo on the top. You unscrew it, and then inside is the battery box for 3 AA's, and then there's a switch for a 6-hour timer. So it stays on for 6. Comes on at the same time every night that you want it to. Then you just pop it right back in. There's a light that shines down and also one that shines around. So during the day, these look like a really pretty moss.
They do.
Here in your urn or in your mulch bed.
Yeah.
And the moss is not going to come off or peel off. It's really affixed well to that metal surface underneath. So these are not plastic. So these are really well made, very sturdy, weather resistant. So that's the main question I've had is how's that soft material going to hold up in the rain? Perfectly fine.
Just fine.
We've tested it many times outside.
Nice.
You can leave this out year round.
Perfect.
And then at night, the magic happens because when your light turns on, the paw print's been popular for people who are creating, who either love pets, number one, or are creating pet memorial gardens, because when it turns on, it's like a starry sky full of paw prints, like Rainbow Bridge. So it's perfect to put in your special area for your doggie that has passed or your cat. But during the day, they just add that pop of greenery, and you can have them out year-round, even in the winter when there's nothing green in your garden. These would be pretty just with Christmas ivy around the base of your urn or something. These
are great. Your savings on this is $28 off of that QVC price. Again, on a clearance price, no reorder. Once these are gone, these are not coming back. So think about, where can I put these? Oh, lots of places. In that mulch bed, in that flower bed. Maybe there's a place in your garden where you just can never really grow anything, or you feel like it's that empty spot. You put one of these in there, really beautiful, and it's a way to add extra light to your outdoor space.
Let's talk about that. And you know, when you're decorating your garden, planting is the the hard work, and then you sit back and relax all summer and enjoy the fruits of your labor. But you can't enjoy anything at night if there's no light. And lighting accent and water accents are really important for your outdoor living space. This can go in a pretty bowl as a centerpiece on your dining table outdoors. You can put this via this little, I'll show you this little stake again. It's right here. See, it just kind of screws in. It's like the size of a pen. And you screw it in the bottom. So now it'll stay affixed in the ground wherever you want it to.
Easy. Look at that.
Or in your urn. And then again, you don't have to do anything except once in a blue moon change the batteries. Especially in timer mode.
If you put it in timer mode, it's going to really last you a long time. But lighting outdoors, lighting your outdoor space in the summertime, really, really important. I always say a lot of times we forget about that element, just like how you think about lighting indoors when you're decorating. That's why we add lamps and all of those things to kind of elevate our spaces indoors. You do the same thing for your spaces outdoors. outdoors. It really does make it feel more homey when you're able to add light, but to do it in such a beautiful, unique way with this gorgeous sphere, I would say get a couple of these if your budget will allow, because they're on a clearance price and they are not
You can't get them made anymore.
This is it.
So again, if you love flowers, you'll get that huge display of daisies. If you love butterflies, you'll get butterflies in different positions, wings open, wings closed, fluttering around.
Paws.
And then whatever surface it's sitting on, it will show, and the paws. Whatever surface it's sitting on, it will show the display, whether behind on the wall or on the ground underneath. And it's absolutely gorgeous. It doesn't do it justice on TV because you guys have to see it at home at nighttime. It's so bright and so pretty.
Yeah, again, it's just going to illuminate that outdoor space in a way that is so gorgeous, so unique. So whether you put this in those flower beds, those mulch beds, just think of ways where you can use these all around your home to really just brighten up your outdoor space, especially in the evenings.
Yeah.
I love the fact that you can leave these outdoors. Remember, Carolyn said all year long. You don't have to
they're
worry
weather
about taking them
resistant.
in.
Rust, corrosion, wet, anything. It's okay if they get wet. The battery box is protected by the little lid on the top that's got its own little latch. And remember, this is metal, so the only thing plastic is underneath where you're housing those batteries.
And it's protected.
And again, the only assembly is to screw this in and pop the batteries in, set that timer, and you're ready to go.
That butterfly has been the most popular option, which I love butterflies. I love what they symbolize. They symbolize transformation, which is actually what I have on my fingernails because it was a little tribute to my daughter.
Can I just say, I know that this is not a QVC product, but this girl, when I was a host, she fought to get fabulous nails for all the hosts. And I remember when you did that.
I was one of the
Because when you came here, everybody was doing like plain Jane pink nails, and you're like, wait a minute.
We just want to have some fun.
But your nails are always fabulous.
Just want to have fun. That's all. All right, so that's the butterfly. Here is these beautiful flowers, and then we also have those paw prints.
The paw prints are limited. Get the paw prints if you're a pet lover.
Yes.
You'll love them.
Very limited there on the paws. $34.99. Do not wait on that. It's M131425 for that illuminated metal sphere. Carolyn,
thanks,
thank you
Monifa.
so much.
I'll be back with Jane at